YouTube is hard, and I really want to quit sometimes. Today, I want to talk about my personal struggles as a YouTuber. More often than not, I'm the one that's like giving advice and motivation to aspiring software developers that they should embrace the grind, be consistent, and don't compare yourself to others. And most importantly, don't give up. Funny enough, I see a lot of parallels of trying to make it on YouTube and landing that first job. I know a lot of bigger YouTubers talk about this, but making content is super hard. Coming up with ideas, making the videos, editing the videos, everything takes up so much time. To be honest, sometimes I do get frustrated when I make a video, it just doesn't do well. Especially as a small YouTube channel like mine, it's very demotivating when you see that your video hasn't done really well and you're wondering, is this really worth it? I'm a true believer of each individual having their own path to success. Don't compare yourself to others, keep working, and eventually you'll hit your stride. That's how I've been generally approaching my YouTube channel. It definitely has grown, don't get me wrong. I'm proud of where I've gotten so far. But there are just moments where I just can't help myself but to compare with other YouTubers in the same space, and most importantly, YouTubers that started around the same time that I did. Don't get me wrong, these guys and girls work really hard on the channels. I see someone like Dorian who puts in the work and deserves to have the numbers and subscribers that they do. At the same time, I do internally ask myself, how the heck does he have 18,000 subscribers and I have a measly 1,000? Is this channel 18 times better than my channel? Of course, this is a stupid question to ask, but at the same time, man, my channel isn't growing as fast as I want to, and these are the kind of thoughts that I have in my head. This feeling hit me pretty hard, especially on my most recent video where I got a comment from a subscriber that said, "Hey, you're a very good interviewer. Sadly, I don't think a lot of people know about you. Hopefully you can interview Coding Phase or Christian or Traversy to gain some traction." So Christian, Coding Phase, Traversy, this is my shoot your shot moment. If you guys want to be interviewed by me for my sharing developer stories, I'd love to have you on. But in all seriousness, when I read something like this, I feel very appreciative, but at the same time, I do kind of feel a little sad. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish people knew more about my channel and type of value I bring. It's definitely demotivating that I haven't really hit that inflection point and it hasn't really kicked in. So I'm not really viral from that perspective. It's just a very slow and steady grind. But because it's so slow and steady, I wonder, am I wasting my time on YouTube? If you didn't know, I do work full-time as a software developer and I make content on my free time, either early mornings, late nights, or weekends. This channel hasn't quite hit monetization yet, so definitely no financial incentive or reward for making these videos. I do ask myself, should I stop making videos and just focus on my technical skills? Reality is at the moment, I'm a software developer first and a YouTuber second. All of my income is coming from being a good and solid software developer and not really necessarily my YouTube entertainment skills. Everything is a give and take, and in terms of ROI, YouTube hasn't really been financially worth it. But, I'm not gonna quit YouTube. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I'm not gonna quit YouTube. And if you're someone that's been struggling to land that first job and feel like quitting, maybe you can find some inspiration on my reasons why I'm sticking with YouTube, and you could kind of parallel that to why you should stick with your journey to becoming a software developer. So let's get to it. Number 1, no one is immune to hard work. I hate those courses that claim you could be a profitable YouTuber in 3 months. That's a complete lie. Do I enjoy making content? Yes, I do. Do I hate making content sometimes? Yes, I do. Just like when I was learning how to code, there were days where I was on cloud 9, coding, smashing bugs with a smile on my face. At the same time, there were days where I pushed myself to code even though I really didn't want to at all. But that's the difference between success and failure. No matter what your goals are, you have to keep working. Yes, there are strategies and iterations you need to make, but ultimately, hard work really does pay off. I don't know, I sound like a broken record, but I've seen it firsthand in my own software developer journey, going from no code to working professionally for now about 6 years. I worked very hard to get to where I am today as a software developer, and as much as I want to complain about my YouTube channel and its growth, I know firsthand to get good at something, it's gonna take time, and that's what I really need to embrace at this moment. Outside of YouTube, even now as a professional software developer, every day I'm in a position where I have to challenge myself to make sure I can stay up to date with new technologies. I feel like we live in a generation where we want instant results right away for very little work. This is probably why tutorial hell is such a big issue and a real thing, because as much as we YouTubers like to give advice of making projects, no one really wants to do it because it's actually very hard to build a project that is worth presenting to recruiters and whatnot. We as people naturally just don't enjoy struggle, but I can honestly say, looking back, the memories that I will always remember are the ones where I struggled, worked the hardest, and succeeded. So I really want to encourage you with this first reason of why I'm sticking with my channel and why you should stick with your goals as well. I know my channel is growing. It may not be the pace that I hope for, but at the same time, each individual has their own journey, so embrace that hard work. The second reason why I'm sticking with my channel is I re-understood what my North Star was. This is a great mindset to have when you have a goal in mind. If you don't know what the North Star concept is, it refers to your life purpose. It comes in all shapes and forms. Athletes like Michael Jordan or musicians like Ed Sheeran have their North Star and know exactly what they want to achieve in life. Michael Jordan wanted to become the best basketball player, so he did work related to becoming that, practicing free throws, practicing three-pointers, practicing two-point shots. Ed Sheeran wanted to be a musician that will be recognized over many, many decades. So he's been creating great music, great content, and now we see a lot of his good music that's in the top 10 billboards all the time. They know what their North Star is. And in terms of Michael Jordan, it's to be the best athlete. For Ed Sheeran, it's to be one of the greatest musicians of his time. My North Star and purpose for this YouTube channel is to help aspiring developers break into tech. I realized the reasons why I wanted to quit was all about me. I wasn't getting enough subscribers. I wasn't getting enough watch time hours. This was all a me issue. When I came to this epiphany, I knew I couldn't quit. Yes, my subscribers aren't many, but I would best believe the people that are subscribed to me are very, very loyal and watch all of my videos. They're one of the most supportive subscribers that I've ever experienced. I have about 1,400 subscribers on my YouTube channel and around 100 members on my Discord. I love it so much, and although it's not quite 10%, it's still such a great community. It's small and intimate where I could actually be involved in these conversations when people ask me for help. And to be honest, to make such a big impact in my small community is so rewarding. And my North Star is the reason why I can't quit YouTube. I don't want to give up on myself, and I don't want to give up on the people that rely on me for help. So I ask you, what is your North Star? Why do you want to learn how to code? Do you want to become a software developer? Do you want to change your life so you can have a bigger impact for your kids and your future? Embracing your North Star will ultimately be the sole reason why you'll code, even on days when you don't feel like it. Motivation is so temporary, so stop using that as a reason to code. Consistency and hard work will always outbeat any type of motivation. So I highly recommend you to establish your North Star and ask yourself if this is something that you really want to do. All right, we're down to the final stretch. Number 3, last one, I promise. Stop comparing yourself to others. I know I'm a hypocrite. I just talked about how I do that with other YouTubers, and I was talking about Dorian's channel. And yes, it's gonna be inevitable to compare yourself to others. But I wanna say that you should try to limit it as much as possible. I would argue that I'm kind of on the lighter side of this when I do compare. Majority of the times when I do compare, I like to use it as a goal to achieve or a measuring stick of what's possible. It tells me that if I put in the hard work, then maybe I can also reach that point too as well. So I highly encourage you to stop comparing yourself to others. I mean, it's great to see someone like Krishan become a developer in 3 months or less using Treehouse, but not everyone is Krishan. If anything, he's an outlier. You see someone like Chow Codes, it took him about 1.5 years to become a software developer. When I talked to Valerie on my sharing developer stories, it took her almost 5 years. You're always going to be comparing yourself to that one person who got it done the fastest. But if you do that, it's mentally gonna be draining on you and it's a recipe for failure. I can guarantee you that if you keep constantly comparing yourself to others, you're going to feel like a failure. In conclusion, I would encourage you to blend all three advices together. Hard work, find your North Star, and stop comparing yourself to others. Since I'm going to stick with my YouTube channel, I challenge you to stick with whatever goals you might have. If coding isn't your thing and you want to get into product management or some other way to break into tech, it really doesn't matter. I just don't want you to give up. Use me as an example of someone that isn't necessarily successful on YouTube, and even keep me accountable, and I'll keep you accountable as well. If you made it this far, share in the comments what you want to accomplish this year and what is your goal. And for those of you that are looking or just starting your journey, I say keep building developers, your time will come. Tech Rally out.